So a lot of people use SketchUp to create composite images in other software. I want to show you a way to use your scenes and styles to make quick and easy masking. Hey guys, I'm Aaron, and today we're going to take a look at how we can set up our scenes to automatically click of a button create a masking view for export. So let's go ahead and hop in and do that. All right, so I got this weird shape. I picked this weird shape because it's a unique profile. As a look around it, it's got some round, some straight. It's also got some holes in it. So depending on how I look at it, I might see through here, might see through here. And it's not just straightforward rectangular holes like a window. It's got some weird shapes. So one of the things a lot of people do is they export images for compositing, go into Photoshop or something like that to put these together, or even through layout. And one of the things you can create real easily in SketchUp is a masking view. So I want to show you how to set up a scene so that whatever's on your screen, you can, with the click of a button, generate a masking image. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this view. I'm going to be able to go back to my standard view. So I'm going to come over here to scenes. I'm going to open up scenes, and I'm not going to save everything. I don't want to save all of what's in a scene. I just want to save a couple things. Specifically, what I want to have turned on is my shadow settings and my style and fog. Everything else, axis, section planes, visible, hidden, top level hidden geometry, and camera location all get turned off, and then I'll just hit plus. What that means is anytime I return to this scene, it's not going to jump my camera to where it was or turn things on and off. All it's going to do if I double click is reset my style and shadow settings. Okay, so that's going to be more important. It'll make more sense later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create what I want my mask to look like. So there's some stuff that different people are going to want different things for some of these things. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how to set this up, but just to give you a general idea, one of the looks that people would use for masking is like a solid black background, but where the thing in the front is be solid white. So we'll develop something like that, where my object will turn totally white. I'll have just a white outline on a pure black background. So a couple things are set up. First is simple axis. So I'm going to, or axes, excuse me. I'm going to come up to view and turn my axes off. So they go away. That's step number one. All right, step number two is I want to set my background to pure black. So I'm going to go into my styles. In my styles, I'm going to click on the third tab right here, which is background. I'm going to turn the sky off so I don't have this division of a horizon line. Who knew that was such a difficult word? And then I'm going to change my background color to just black. There we go, straight up black. So one of the things that happens in SketchUp is if you do have your background color set to a really dark color, it'll automatically flip your line color to something lighter. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. Kind of a cool feature. Just something of note. That's why that happened. But regardless of how I get to black, I could use sliders, or I could use this right here. I just want to go full on dark black for background. Good to go. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of lines. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to edge style, turn edges off, and turn profiles off. So now I'm just seeing surfaces. All right, but obviously I'm not getting a good masking layer because I'm going to have these gradients in here, these different gray values, so it's not a perfect mask. Last thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to come back over to styles. Get that. I have to close it up so I can get to it. I'm going to come down to shadow settings. I don't have to actually turn shadow on. All I want to do is turn on use sun for shading. Check that. And then grab my sliders and slide them all the way to the right. And that's going to give me that perfect white cutout on top of the black background. So whatever view I'm looking at, I can just output this and it will give me that mask. All right, so one last step I got to do here is save it as a scene. Again, when I come to my scenes, I want to make sure the only thing I have on is style and fog and shadow settings. All right, go ahead and hit plus, create scene. Now, if I hop over here and whatever view I look at this from, so if I look like, all right, I'm gonna look at it right from here, all I have to do is click scene 2, there's my mask, there's my original drawing. Back away up, there's my mask, there's my original drawing. Want to add new geometry? All right, let's go put a rectangle right here, bring it up like that. Here's my mask, here's my original geometry. So by having your scenes with only a couple values right here, only a few things actually get changed, I can just swap between them, move through basically anything. I'm totally working the same thing. I'm just changing that view. So if you do want to export something like this and you do want to export it for masking, you can set that scene up so it just does that. You could actually take this a little bit further too, because one of the things that obviously I just have these boxes kind of just floating in nothing land. So if my model include things like entourage, background, stuff like that, I could actually tag that as a background that could be turned off and then save visible tags in these views too. So that when I was in this view, my visible tags, my background tags would be visible, but when I switched over here, they would turn off for this masking. So if there's something that was excluded from the mask, you could actually have that automatically turn off when you switch to this layer as well. I know, this one was a little off the beaten path, but I've seen more and more just amazing pieces of, I will call them artwork, using SketchUp and compositing. So people are just doing cool things, whether it's compositing pre or post render, taking images directly from SketchUp and playing with them in different filters and different programs. This is just an easy way to get that masking layer if that's something you want to do. If you like that video, go ahead and click like down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. We create several videos a week around here to be notified of each and every one, and maybe even a live stream if you subscribe. Most importantly though, please leave us a comment down below. We create most, if not all, of our content based on suggestions and ideas from viewers like you. We like making these videos a lot, but we like them even more when they're showing something you want to see. Thank you.